Welcome back everyone to another Bitcoin update, and finally some movement. What we have been predicting and the bias that we had were bullish. And the reason we had this bullish bias is because we have been ranging for such a long time. And it's very clear to us that this was the lowest point, $59,100 on the Bitcoin index chart. And of course, when you lost it over here, that's actually quite bearish. But we had some Fibonacci targets to the downside, giving us potential reversal areas. And I managed to tell you that this is a potential bottoming out zone. And exactly on this red candle, I called the bottom. You can go back to the 1st or 2nd of March, and you'll see that we called the bottom from here. The next step from this location was to reclaim 59,000 as well as this one fib level in that 59k range. And so what happened is we did push through and reclaim the range low, which was 59.1k. By doing that, you're invalidating any further downside, and that is because we were in a potential bottoming out area anyways, but it must not only bounce but take advantage of the bounce and reclaim this key level. We did not want to see it turn into resistance for continuation lower. That was an option for Bitcoin, but Bitcoin showed its signs of strength, its maturity, its stability by reclaiming this key level and invalidating the bearish scenario it found itself in with this loss of this low over here. By reclaiming it, you're now no longer on that bearish path. We are expecting breaks to the upside, and then comes the question, what patterns could do that? What patterns could help us or guide us? Yeah, or suggest that we could be potentially going higher. Now for me, the loss and reclaim of 59k was enough to give me a bullish bias, because you're losing a support and reclaiming it. By reclaiming it, that is not bearish. Bearish was losing it. If it had held beneath this all as resistance, we would have continued lower as it was an option. But because we reclaimed that key level, we just came into another level of resistance that we were previously struggling with anyways, and got a short-term rejection. On this rejection, we failed to lose 59k or 56k. So that's why I've drawn this box area. There's also another golden area over here, and that's just to show you from this move up that was completed right up here at 65.5k, it's giving us an opposite golden pocket. Now this is the golden pocket, but I just wanted to make it quite large for you to, as a signal to you that there is a lot of support in this area. And by reclaiming that lost 59k support, this area is that much harder to lose. It should have been resistance. It wasn't. We reclaimed it. It is now support. And I'm just showing you that with all these boxes over here. Equally to the upside, there is also a lot of resistance. And that's why we have been struggling the past couple of weeks or so. And so we've just been building up, pretty much trapped between 60 and 64k. This being 60, this being 64. And this is what I've been saying daily in the Discord. Nothing has been out of the ordinary. They got all the analysis early, but I was also making those Bitcoin updates with any serious updates that I had to mention. So for example, right over here when we lost it, instantly made a video, told you guys this is a bottoming out location, we need to reclaim 59k. That all came to fruition. Then the fact that we're stuck between 60 and 64k and we're waiting for one of these gold boxes to break. The bias is that the upper one should break because of the reclaimed support, meaning that it's not bearish, and bullish means uptrend, and uptrend means higher highs and higher lows. So everything that we've gained, all the knowledge that we've gained, the information that we've got from the loss and reclaim of support, means that it's bullish. And bullish, remember, is uptrend, higher highs and higher lows. So that actually means that we're already looking for beyond 73, beyond $74,000, which is absolutely incredible. All of these conclusions just from a loss and a reclaim of support. But of course, there are going to be levels along the way that can prolong the process. But what's gone on down over here is a suggestion that we will go higher than $74,000. I've already made videos of how we are aiming at 100k as the next technical target. Look over here, guys. There you go, $104,000 up there. And that's not even the highest fib out of this range. This would be the absolute correct fib to use, but there are also many other fibs at play like here. This is where we saw a lower high in this region, and then from the lower high we saw the dump that lost the low. We of course reclaimed it. So as we're working our way back up, we're working our way back up to this high, and then beyond that, this high. Putting it on this, the highest point of the range, then the lowest point afterwards, will give us the highest possible target, $107,000. Now this is off of this correction. We have targets that are actually signaling beyond that point, around 100k, 125k, looking at some longer term fibs. But the current fib on this specific range, which only began in March, is already talking about a 100k valuation for when we actually get out of this dip. So very, very, very exciting times ahead. Equally, did you notice the moment Bitcoin started moving up today, altcoins got dragged up immediately? And what I must also add to that is if we fail to break through this level again, those pumps on the altcoins will just be short-term lived. But our bias is that this will still break. Guys, if you haven't already, please support the channel. Whether you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do so. But also leave a like and a comment underneath each and every video. It helps bump the algorithm, and that's what's going to get these videos out to more eyes. So here is the pattern currently on the chart. It's an inverse head and shoulders pattern, and this is the setup that we've actually been calling for ever since down over here in the Discord community. Because if we're reclaiming a lost level, well, you're just going to come back to where you were and confirm the true support once again right over here. So all in all, the head is the fake out. So that's why already as we started coming up, and as we were anticipating that, we knew that a right shoulder would be created and that this would be an inverse head and shoulders pattern that will eventually work its way up, taking us beyond our all-time highs. Let's just call it 74,000. So exciting times ahead, but we really want to see daily candle closes above this area. Let's just wait for the level of 65k to be cleared. Once this 64k area is support and 65k is cleared, onwards and upwards to the next level of resistance. Because we're currently coming up to this, well, we're coming up of course to the high to break this, but as this is where the move down began, because here we have a move down, then a move up. Once this movement up was completed as a lower high, we got the second move down. So I am going to put my fib back on this level, and we can see that we are currently breaking it. So it's important to get that daily candle close above this level, $64,157 on the Bitcoin index chart. And then of course, once this is support, look guys, it can take days, it can take a week around this area. There's no time frame on it. It doesn't matter how short or quick it happens. You just need to make sure that we don't lose this current range low, the reclaimed low of 59k, and eventually we will just see price pushing through this area, because what happened down at the bottom over here is all bullish, and bullish in other words means higher highs and higher lows. So we've started off that process here with the higher lows already. Once it was lower lows, but now we've got the higher low. So we're expecting higher than this, taking us to the next level of resistance here, the 618 and the 65, where you can actually see price action being held up as resistance. Same again at the 786. This was an area of resistance and support at one point, and then resistance again. So once these levels are broken, this is what we call the reversal wave, and that's what initiates that move up to $100,000 per Bitcoin. And just imagine what the altcoins will do at that point. I'm not talking about large caps, I'm talking about low, micro, low, or mid caps. I don't own any large caps. I don't own any crypto above the 1 billion market cap. And if you've been following along with my updates, with my Bitcoin updates and my Twitter updates, I've been showing you proof of that. So go ahead and follow me on both social media platforms. If you want to have a further insight to how my psychology and mindset, consider joining the Discord community for those weekly live streams. For example, we spent an hour and a half in a live stream last night mentoring you guys, changing your mindset and psychology, but also mastering the fibs for you, so you know exactly where your cryptos are going in the future. All the links are down below, whether you want to take action on the group, the ebook, or even one-to-one mentorship. Check out the website, the links are down below, or message me over on Twitter. Cheers everyone.